I started Knox in 2003 in year 5 and I finished in 2008 and I had a really good time. Yeah, Knox really supported me and worked for me, and I definitely got challenged a lot. You know, I was a cheeky and rebellious kid, and Knox definitely held me accountable in ways that I think I probably needed to be, and was also very patient with me as I stumbled my way through the school system. Some of my fondest memories were actually just the relationships that I formed with the guys in my year. We played sport together, we went on cadet camps together, we went through school together, and I think high school can be incredibly tricky at times, and I think to have the friendship group that bonded us was really special. After school, I did a gap year, lived over in Wales for a year, which I absolutely loved. After I came back from that, I started studying business and psychology at Macquarie Uni. And then from there, I had an opportunity to do an internship in Melbourne. And so I flew down for 6 months, and I was working in a non-profit in Melbourne under incredible leader, Jan Owen, who'd just been voted Australia's most influential woman. And I was like, she is amazing. How do I spend more time with her? And within 2 weeks, I was in the Northern Territory helping run a young Indigenous leadership program. Then 2 weeks later, I was working with newly arrived refugees and employability skills. And suddenly my worldview just started to crack open. And that really, I think, lit a flame for me around wanting to work with young people. And also just the power of giving young people the space to be themselves. And that was really the impetus for starting the Man Cave, which is now Australia's leading mental health charity for young men. We work with tens of thousands of boys right across the country and very much take a preventative approach. So a lot of the mental health system is geared around crisis management. So we wait till something goes wrong and we try to fix the symptom. Our whole approach was, if we can invest in boys through their emotional health, their relationship skills, their lives will be better, their parents' lives will be better, their families, their relationships. And we're now also doing a lot of work in the prevention of violence against women space, which is obviously incredibly important in today's day and age. Man Cave's now a charity. It's got 50 staff. It's growing nationally. We've got international demand, and I didn't know that a job like that really existed when I was younger, but I think I learned through the different experiences I had that it was possible, and then I just followed a gut feeling. Through that journey, I was very lucky to go to the UN, and I got to meet some incredible people, the Rockefellers, the Carnegies, Nelson Mandela's grandson. And that really just inspired me to think bigger. And from that inspiration, I then started a business called Stuff, which is a men's personal care brand, which is sold all throughout the country, which also funds our charity, the Man Cave. And through this journey, I couldn't have dreamed it, but I've been a finalist for Young Australian of the Year. I've got an award from the Queen over in Buckingham Palace before she passed away. And I've also been on the Forbes 30 under 30 list as well. So I also have a podcast which is called the Real Stuff podcast, where I sit down with diverse leaders and just create the space where they can take off the mask and be real, and we can have an honest conversation around what life is really like, what some of their lessons, so that's applicable to the young people that we work through in our programs. How my time at Knox shaped me was to really understand values. And I think when I was younger, I probably wasn't as clued on to what are values and why they're important in not just my life, but my relationships and business. And as I got older, I got to get some perspective to understand how values are everything. It's my moral compass, is how I move through the world. And so in my career choice, from learning my values at Knox, I was able to transition that into the career I have, the person I want to be, for myself and in my relationships too.